Hi Coach, my name is Eliana Tetzlaff. I am a senior this year at Xavier High School in Appleton, Wisconsin. In addition to golf, I am involved in soccer. Also, I'm a member of CAC, which is Catholic Athletes for Christ, and I'm a link crew leader this year. I started golfing when I was about 7 years old, but didn't get serious until about 8th grade when I realized that I wanted to play high school golf. At that time, I set 3 main goals for myself, and they were to be the team captain, Conference Player of the Year, and All Conference, and I achieved them all. Just golfing during high school wasn't enough for me, so I decided that once I got my driver's license, I was going to play in the junior PGA events. So I convinced my parents to let me go, and they did, and I played in about 7 or 8 tournaments a summer. One thing I really love about golf is that I don't need anybody to be there with me, and I can go by myself out and play. I also really love that every time I go out I can compete against myself and try to do better than I did the last time. Golf is just a game that I really love, and I have the drive to get better and better every time I play, and I think that college is one opportunity that will help me do this. I just want to thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing back from you.
Hi Coach, my name is Barnett-Howe. I'm a life member of the PGA of America. My husband and I are both teaching professionals in Northeast Wisconsin. The film you are about to see is that of Eliana Tetzlaff from Xavier High School in Appleton, Wisconsin. Eliana and I have been working together since she was in middle school, so I know her swing very well. During the course of this film, I will show you both her strengths and her weaknesses. We're going to start here from a front-on view and work from small clubs up to the larger ones. So you get a good view of Eliana's tempo here. Here I've taken 2 lines, the green line to show you her leg work and the red line so that we can take a good look at her turn. As we move into the swing, you'll notice that she goes past the red line at the top, but then she returns to what I believe is a really good spot. I would like to see that left shoulder lean into that line a little bit more. I think she'd get more leverage and power from that position. On this fold out, I would like to draw your attention to frames 6, 7, and 8. In those frames you can see Eliana's club face, and that looks very nice. Her body position relative to her hips and shoulders is also very good. Then when you move to frames 10 and 11 on the top, and then 1 and 2 on the bottom, you get a nice picture of Eliana's release. As her coach, I would like to see her hold her lag angle a bit longer. I think she releases properly, but she could get more power with a tighter angle. Here we've transitioned to a hybrid. I think we have 2 of them here. And then a 3-wood. Eliana's balance in these swings is very nice. And here we have Eliana's driver. She took a nice breath before she made this swing, which is a nice routine that I teach my players. Now we're moving on to the profile. From here you can see Eliana's swing plane. You can also see the ball flight on these. In this frame I've drawn a red line so that we can take a good look at Eliana's swing plane and her takeaway. We're going to slow the swing down a little bit and stop at several points. Right here we're looking at Eliana's takeaway. You can see that her shoulders haven't turned a great deal, but her hands have already reached the red line. I prefer the player to use their shoulders more on a takeaway rather than their hands. That being said, there are laws of physics and personal preferences, and taking the club back with the hands is not necessarily a bad thing, because as we move up, you'll see that her shoulders are now fully turned and her club is in plane. So she's gotten to the point that I want her to be. She just did it in a slightly different order. So here she is at the top in a classic, wonderful position. Everything is set for her to hit that ball extremely well. However, she's going to unload with her shoulders before her legs just slightly, and it's going to push her into a small over-the-top move. She's going to finish here back in plane, and you can see the ball flight is very nice. As we work on Eliana's sequencing, I feel that if we can start her downswing with her legs, her swing will be even more powerful than it is now. As we continue to watch from the profile, I think it's Important to note Eliana's posture, which I think is very athletic. That and her ability to hold her spine angle are very apparent in this fold out. If you move down to frame 6 on the top, you will see Eliana in a fantastic position. It's textbook good. She's loaded. Her club face is parallel to her forearm. Her legs are flexed. She's in a terrific position right there. It's classic good for any collegiate player. In frames 7 and 8, she'll go a little bit long. So we've got to teach Eliana to maintain that position that she held in frame 6. Here we're working into longer clubs, so we have a couple of hybrids followed by a driver. I'll just let these play so that you can watch Eliana's swing. I like this slow motion swing because it'll show you that Eliana's playing here is really very good, so that over the top move that she sometimes has is not in every swing move. Here we're going to move greenside, just show you a small pitch shot, and then we finish up with a little bit of putting. Coach, Eliana has a great work ethic. She loves practicing, and she's constantly striving to get better. That being said, as you know, there are 3 parts to the golf swing. There's power, finesse, and putting. Currently, Eliana's strength is her ball striking, and that's not unusual for a player coming out of high school. As Eliana continues to develop her finesse and putting skills, her scores will improve exponentially, which will make her a nice contributor to your team.